it's time to rethink how to pack. We did 2 10-day plus trips this summer, and when I got back from both of them, there were 8 things that I shouldn't have packed. So let's pack into it. The first and biggest thing is packing a new outfit for every single day. I plan out for our activities on our trip. So when we know what we're doing, I plan each day based on what we're going to do. When we went to Sorrento, we did the Amalfi Coast as well as the Path of the Gods, and we hiked that. So obviously I need some hiking shoes. I need hiking clothes that day. Those are probably going to get pretty sweaty. 1-day use, and those are going to be done. But for other days when we were just touring around, I noticed that some days it got way hotter than we expected. So I was in the same pair of shorts 2 or 3 days. I had the most comfortable linen pants. So instead of wearing a pair of jeans, I wore those an extra day. Packing to your activity, but then doubling up so that I could wear the same pair of pants, but I can put on a different shirt. In another way, you know my favorites, scarves. All kinds of scarves because they don't take up hardly any room at all. So you can see here when I'm packing my suitcase and how tight the scarves roll up and fit into little corners, or my other favorite blanket type scarf that I can just hang off of my personal item bag, and then I don't even have to pack it in a bag at all, but I can take it along. Scarves. The second thing I'm no longer packing, which makes me sad, but it makes sense, a bunch of shoes. I'm packing 2 shoes and wearing 1. These last 2 big trips that we did, as I said, 1 pair of hiking shoes. These you probably should actually wear on the plane. Wear the bulkiest pair of shoes on the airplane. Going to save you space if you are a carry-on only traveler. I did a walking pair of shoes, but also they went with my sundresses, shorts, jeans, went with anything, and cute pair of sandals. No more than 3 pairs of shoes. Sad to say, but I can do it. I'm guessing you already do it. Number 3 are my toiletries. I'm no longer packing big bulky. Everything will either be in my flat pouches that will kind of squish flatwise so I can fit more in there, or I'm just going to buy travel size when I get there to the destination. It's just easier, it saves space, and especially going from international travel with the different travel restrictions, if I just buy the travel sizes when I get there, I don't have to worry about bringing them home or getting stopped when I come back home to the States. I can just leave them there and I can be done. Number 4 will be valuables. Going on your trip, ask yourself the question, if I lost this, if this got stolen, would I be devastated? If the answer is yes, it doesn't go. So for example, traveling internationally, I usually just wear a costume ring for a wedding ring. If I was to lose it or leave it in one of our Airbnbs or hotel room, not going to be the end of the world. Would you be devastated if you lost it? Simple as that. Don't take it. It'll be there when you get back. But a caveat to that would be your passport. If I lost it, I would be devastated, but you have to travel with it. Previous video that I'll link down below in the description, I give all things passport related, so when you travel with it, you can travel safer. Number 5 is a big handbag. We travel carry-on only, carry-on suitcase, my carry-on personal item bag, stuffing a big bag for when we get to the trip. Takes up way too much room. So what I now stuff inside my personal item bag is one of my thin crossbody bags that if I use on a trip, sometimes I go a little bit fancier. A mini backpack if I'm carrying other people's stuff or if we're like walking around a lot on that trip. All 3 of these flatten out so that I can put them inside my personal item bag since I only get 2 when we go carry on. Stuff them in there. Then when we get there, I can take this out of my carry-on bag and then put all of my important stuff in there to tootle around on vacation. 6 are the gadgets. So many gadgets that we can take on a trip now. But I'm reducing it down to this. Long haul flight will be my iPad and my iPhone. I can download pretty much everything I need on those two devices. And my iPad has a keyboard, so if I need to jot down notes or I'm writing a blog post or an upcoming YouTube video, I can do all of that from my iPad. You can download your audiobooks, you can download your movies, all on those two devices. For my short haul flight, I usually just take my iPhone because I can put everything onto there. And then if I want to do a little writing, I do bring a notebook every trip so that I can jot down ideas, or I can just put it in my notes app. As far as listening devices, same thing applies. Long haul flight, I'm going to bring both my over-ear Beats headphones and my smaller AirPods. For short trips, my AirPods. A few other gadgets, of course, I always have my portable chargers. If it's just me, I'll just bring one. If it's me and B, I'll bring two. Or if I'm lucky enough to be traveling with one of my kiddos, bring one for them also. And every once in a while, I'll bring my Meta sunglasses. They're just fun to have, and I can take photos, videos, and they have the ears, so I can use those for my music and audiobooks that way too. Depending on the trip you're going on, just ask yourself the question every trip. Put that in your checklist, which if you need some checklist ideas, I'll put the link down in the description. I have for 3 different trips, whether you're going to the mountain, the beach, the city, of a quick checklist you can get to help you pack faster. On that checklist, look and make sure that you've matched up where you're going and what you're doing before you start throwing it all into the bag, taking up space that you might not ever use. And it could take up space for a valuable souvenir you want to bring home. Neck pillow. Be'll snap this on his suitcase, so it makes it easy, but I don't really need that anymore, and I don't need to take up the space. If I need a pillow, I always have my scarf as a blanket, thus the name, or I can make use of it as a pillow. It just saves space. Double duty, again, when you're trying to keep as few items as possible from cramming up your suitcase. Number 8 is a wad of cash. Paying by phone and bringing 2 different cards, whether it's 2 credit cards, a credit and a debit, you pretty much have everything you need. And if you need extra cash, you can go to an ATM instead of carrying it all with you where it could possibly get lost or stolen. I'm Andrea with a glimpse of good travels, here to help you travel well, travel light, and travel in your own kind of style. I gave you my 8. What is one thing that you have decided you don't need to pack ever again? I'd love to hear it in the comments, and it can help out anyone else. Pop it on the channel to look and see what they need to dump from their suitcase. Happy travels! No. Oh, these last 2, if you want to add a little color, these are fun too. That information, all that, oh my goodness.